Now we've reached the point in the training where it looks like you're ready to go. And just before we finish though, I want to go over a couple of things that you'll want to try before you develop your first lesson plan. Now, the first thing is to go to the list of available expeditions, which is part of this last module, Module 5. And on the list of available expeditions, you're going to see that this is a list that's created by Google. It's constantly updated. Right now it's March 7th. It shows that this list of expeditions was last updated on February 16th. And what you're going to notice is that there are over 500 at this time expeditions that you can sift through to use in your classroom. Now that can be kind of a monumental task if you're trying to find something to use in your class. So I'm going to teach you a quick way to find what you're looking for. While you've got the list open, just hit Control F on your keyboard and you'll get this Find search box that will pop up on your screen. And of course from here you can look up things like history, and I'm finding that there's 75 references to history in this list. And so I could go through the list and try to find something that would have to do with what I'm teaching in class. But history is kind of a broad topic, so we might narrow it down to Civil War, for instance. And I see that instead of 75 or more, there are 4 references to Civil War, and that means that I might be able to find something a little bit more close to what I'm wanting to do in class. So if, for instance, you wanted this expedition, which is called America Expands West, then you can just shoot me an email, let me know ahead of time, and I can download this lesson or this expedition to the tablet so that you can present it from the teacher tablet during your Google Expedition in class. The other thing that you're going to notice is that with these listings you'll also see that some of them have lesson plans. Like for instance, this one does not, but if you go up here, this one called Ambush Bug does have a lesson. So if we were to visit that address, then we would be able to view that lesson if we want to. So for instance, I'm going to go to that lesson, I'm going to paste it in a new tab, and we see that this lesson is available through the TES website. Now this is another place that you can look for lessons that you can use with your Google Expeditions. So here I can see that the files included are right here. If I want those, I can download the lesson plan or the worksheet. Just click the download icon, and it does ask me to log in. You can log in for free with your school Google account, and once you've done that and you've given it permission, then it will download your lesson plan, and of course you've also got some worksheets that you can use. So while these Google Expeditions are nice little trips that you can take through the VR glasses, there's also an actual lesson that has standards attached to it, as well as pre and post work that you can do in relation to your virtual reality trip. So now we're going to show you how to preview a lesson before you check out the kit. So before you get started, if you'd like to preview your lesson, you can do this on your own phone by downloading the Google Expeditions app to your own phone or a tablet. It'll work on any iPad, tablet, or Android phone or iPhone. Or if you'd like to, you can get in contact with me and you can check out the teacher tablet to give it a shot. But once you've got Expeditions installed, or if you're using our tablet, just go to the Expeditions app, and you will need to have already downloaded a lesson. Now, the first step to do this is to accept the terms on Google Expeditions, and then connect to Wi-Fi, and you can search through the list of available expeditions on their website. To download an expedition to your own device, just click on any expedition and it will download to the device. And you'll see a little check mark in the corner once it's downloaded. Remember that if you're using the school tablet, you will need to have me download the lesson prior to you using it. Once the lesson is downloaded, you can preview it as a teacher just by clicking. And as we showed in one of the first videos, to get started, you can swipe up on any of these talking points. You might want to look over some of the talking points. There are beginner questions, intermediate questions, and advanced questions in some cases that you can ask the class, as well as points of reference along each of the views in the lesson. But a lot of teachers will want to pan and scan around and look and see what the lesson shows before they show it to the kids. One way to do this is to just use the teacher view, which we're in right now, which we're leading or guiding, and we can pan and scan around this way. And then if you switch to another view, again, you can just pan around. And at this point, remember that anytime you want to click play, then you can view through each of the talking points as they're shown on the screen. You can still pan around, but you can see text that they've given you that you can say in class. This, along with the lesson that you download from the TES website, will help you create a more complete and full lesson that you can provide to your class. At this point, if you have any questions, please let me know. Your next task and your final task is to develop a lesson that you can start using in class with the Google Expeditions Kit. Thanks for joining me, and good luck with your Google Expedition.